Hello everyone. It's Maddie with SpectrumArtCreations.com. We are continuing on our series. This is part 4, but fear not if you have missed parts 1 through 3. It's okay because each one is independent. Each project is completely independent. We are making these amazing panels using the Fairy Tale Christmas collection by Katie Sue. However, you could use other paper lines if you missed out on this kit. If you need to have any information on the previous projects and the ones to come, I have a full playlist in the description box. But again, feel free to jump in at any point because each of the projects are completely independent from one another. So you can watch any video in any order. Plus, don't forget that these are perfect whether you're a card maker, a layout maker, maybe if you like scrapbooking, or if you like to make journals, you can insert them into journals or even make them album covers. So let's jump right in. Okay, for this next card, we're going to once again change it all completely out. We're going to have a new look, a new size, new features, and we're going to work with different papers and ephemera. So we're going to start with a 12 by 12. Again, you can use white as I'm using, or a coordinating color, you know? And we're going to bring our paper trimmers. We're going to cut this at 6 inches, saving the other 6-inch side. Okay, save that. And then we're going to trim this to 11. So we're going to shave an inch off. Okay, and we can save that as well, because you never know. At the end, if we don't need it, well, we don't need it. But those are great for stamping sentiment or backing reinforcing sentiments too, right? Okay, now you can use your ruler and ball stylus to do your scoring because it's pretty simple, but we can also use our scoreboard. Let me bring the other scoreboard so you can see the full 12 inches at the top, okay? So I think that shows better on camera. So there's the 11 mark, right? Here's a 6. So this is 6 inches by 11. All right, let me just use this ball stylus. We're going to score 2 places. We're going to score at 3, 3. I always do small, gentle scores, multiples of them. 3, so I don't break my paper. And then again at 6. Oh, almost jumped the track there. 6, 6, 6. Okay, that's it. Very simple. At 3 and at 6. With that done, we're going to fold it like a Z card. Some of you might be familiar with the concept because it looks like the letter Z almost, right? So this panel will fall onto this one on this side like this. And again, it looks like the letter Z. All right, easy enough, right? Now we're going to bring in our decorative paper. Again, totally different concept because now I love this one. We're going to be working with this one right here. This has got the candles and the baubles. Okay, so the candles on the left, baubles on the top right. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our fuzzy cutting scissors. I guess I could use these right here. And we're going to, actually, wait, you know what? Let me make this even easier for us. Grab your ruler. Where's my ruler? Has anybody seen my ruler? Oh, there it is. I want you to come from the left-hand side and lightly mark with a pencil. This is going to make it much easier so that we do not create any boo-boos. We're going to mark this at 3 inches. Okay? Kind of like this. And I'm going to mark that in a couple of places. And then I'm going to lightly trace a line. Again, lightly. We're going to erase this so it's just a little It's just to give us a little idea of where we're going, okay? So I know it's kind of hard to see, but you see it? See my little tick marks? And then my little um, pencil line. The most important thing really is to make sure that you know where 3 is here on this side, okay? Okay, let me mark it. 3 is about here. Okay, so actually, that might be a little crooked. See? Sorry, I'm trying to do this while on camera. The most important thing is to know where 3 is down here. We know we're not going to go past that. So we're going to do some fussy cutting. And we're going to stop right around here. So what we're going to do is we can come in kind of straight. Let's kind of figure out where the 3 inches down here too. Yeah, that might help too. Let's do that on the bottom, just so we know where we should start cutting. We're going to mark the 3 inch. So a little tick here and a little tick there. I'll bring them up and show you what I mean. A little tick here, 3 inches, a little tick there, 3 inches. I know I'm going to cut from here all of this, okay? And then I'm going to stop right there. So that's the game plan. You guys know exactly what we are doing. So I'm going to cut here at the 3 inch, and then I'm going to start coming in. Again, you don't have to cut perfect, just leave yourself a nice little border. We're trying to free this image. And here's the deal. We're going to try and use one sheet of paper, one 8x8, to create this card, and then a piece of scrap. So instead of using 2 8x8s, we're going to try and get this entire card out of just this one piece of 8x8 and still have some really cool features to show, to display. All right, like this. And then some of these little sprigs down here, these twigs and branches, or grass. I'm not sure what the correct term for this is. All right, and I'm going to stop right about there, okay? So now I know where my 3 is. We're going to bring back our trimmer. We're going to place our paper at 3, and we're going to cut just like this, and we're going to stop right where we're almost there. And you see, I'm still a little attached here, but I'm going to release that in 2 seconds. And there we go. Okay. So that's what we're trying to do. And now that it's off, I can, you know, do a little bit more finagling and finessing if I want. If I want. Don't need to be too fussy about it. It's going to look pretty. Oh, geez, I just bent it. Okay. Like that. Maybe this one here too. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to clean this up just a smidge because I pinched it. Okay, so you should have one that looks just like this. It's going to be 3 inches wide. Again, if you need to erase any pencil marks, go ahead and do so. And we've essentially cut out a partial piece from the right hand side, okay? All right, easy enough, right? All right, now we're going to trim this candle piece at 6 inches. So let me make sure I'm looking at, or I'm saying it right, because, you know, we don't want to ruin the paper. All right, so it's going to be, oh, actually, you know what? While we're here, let's do this then. Again, our card base, it's 6 inches. So we're going to trim this to 6 inches. So let's bring this back. We're going to leave the bottom and we're going to trim the top at 6. This piece is going to go here. See that? If you want a white border around it, you can also trim it down some more, right? And that way you would have kind of like a little white border like this. I think that would look super cute as well. So if you do want that, just trim a 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch or however much you want as a border. I wouldn't trim it from this side because I think this is really beautiful, right? Okay, that completes that piece right there. Save that for later. Now let's go ahead and work on the piece with the bobbles. Okay, now we're going to first cut at 6 inches from the top. So meaning we're going to keep the bobbles. We're going to bring this to 6 inches and we're going to trim. See that? So now that piece that we had cut out at the bottom, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And we can clean it up just so we can put it away clean. So it's, you know, a nice piece that we can use for later. And now this piece right here is going to be 5 inches. So we're going to bring it to 5. Oh, actually we are right at 5. Perfect. You're going to notice there's a little tiny gap there. Again, you can trim the papers in order to leave a white border all the way around. So leave a nice border like this. And then you can just cut this piece off, but we can also hide it with some ephemera or some kind of a trim. So not too worried about that. So now we've got to this. Look how cute that is, right? Now, when we open it, we do see this panel right here. And that's what I meant by we need one little piece of scrap. So from your scraps, just kind of grab scraps. We're going to need a piece that is going to be 3 inches wide. So see what you've got. This is my nutcracker. This one is almost perfect. How about this one? Is this too short? It actually would be nice, again, if you're leaving the white trim, see, this would be perfect, right? We just have to kind of cut. I think that's upside down. We just have to cut and then we'll have a white border all the way around. But if you don't, just kind of look through your papers and decide. I do have 2 nutcrackers and I also have this deer. Decide what you think looks best. So let's go ahead and for now, just kind of put this here. Let's put this here and look at the inside. We could do the same kind of blue so it looks like a continuous, or we can, oh man, you know what? We can even put in the deer on here. That would be kind of cool as a hidden surprise. We could also take the nutcracker and flip them around, right? Where's the nutcracker? Right. Well, nope. Where's my other pick? We can put the nutcracker here too. So, you know, take a look, see what you like. You know, how does that look to you? Does that look better? Or with the deer, where are you, dear? I just had him. Oh, here. Would the deer look better? I think I like the deer, or we can use this side, you know, if you want to keep it nice and muted. So it's up to you. Take a look. Oh, we also have this blue side, right? We could do the season's greetings. That's kind of cool. All right. Now, let's go ahead and cut this piece. So this piece is going to be 3 wide. Again, that's if you're cutting it to fit. No border around it. 3 wide by 6 inches tall. So just in case I can't decide, let me see about cutting it this way. You know, in case I do decide I want the reindeer, the buck. Okay. So there is my 3 by 6. Let's take a look at it. Do I love it? I kind of do. Do I like it this way? I do too. See, either one. It doesn't matter. And while you have these little scraps here, again, remember, you can also take those and create that little, oh, you know what we could do? We can do a side pocket. But I actually want to put my sentiment there too. So, or maybe we can put the sentiment on this one. We could. And then make this into a pocket. And then that way folks can slip in a gift card. That's kind of fun. So I'm going to actually look for a little bit of a wider piece. I thought I saw something kind of in between. And don't forget, we even have these kind of pieces, right? That we can do this and then bring in a little strip, right? To reinforce and make, again, those really cool pockets all layered. So take a look. I am feeling some of this. I think I want to do that. I want to create a pocket with some of this light color to kind of offset it. And I like the width of this one. I think that width is going to work great. And that is, in case you want to do the same, that is 1.5 inches. So I am going to shave 1.5 inches. Right, right. And we might still be able to save that nutcracker. Look at that, we sure can. And we know the height is 6, so we can just trim the height. So 1.5 by 6, that's going to hide that little missing bit right there. Again, if you're doing smaller panels, it won't affect anything. Now, be prepared to shave this a bit. Remember, it's a perfect fit, so you do not want it to kind of, continuously be snagging on here. So if you want, just shave it. Just shave a little piece off of it. Just a sliver. That should be enough. I'll show you what I've done. It's just a hair, okay? That should allow it to fold, yep, without any issues. Okay, we are done with the trimmer. Let's go ahead and put that away. Let's put all of our messy stuff away. Save what we're gonna save, throw away what we're gonna throw away. And we are ready to start adhering this card together. Again, I'm gonna ink this one up just because, as I mentioned, I love this border and I don't want it to seem like it just kind of went nowhere, right? And the same thing here. I don't want it to just kind of be beautiful border and then nowhere. So let's ink that up as well, if you'd like. Of course, if you like it just the way it is, then leave it as is. I'm going to use my brown. I'm going to use my vintage photo. It could be any color. It could be blue too. That would be nice. But see, I think that brown is going to kind of bring that border, right, around. And also help us to hide any kind of maybe minor imperfections. But this is yet another great way of being able to use one single little 8x8 to create not only an interactive card, but also to have some fun with those images, right? I absolutely love this card, like the inspiration that was provided by Katie Sue, I think is fabulous. So, and then of course we tweak it to do our own little things, right? To make it our own. This side, well, we're probably not going to see much of it, but still, I'm here, might as well. There's that. And then my little strip here for my gift card holder, or maybe, just some photos. Again, if you're tucking this into a journal, how fun would this be? If you're doing a junk journal or any kind of journal, because you now have this feature that you can tuck in photos, letters, ephemera, and then you can adhere this onto your page, make a pocket on the 3 sides, have a big pocket this way, and then this is just going to fold out, right? For even more beautiful pictures. Again, if you're going to do photos maybe, then I would probably do this side if you're going to do 2 smaller photos here, or if you plan to do just one, you can do one up here. So again, super fun, but I love how all those pieces now interact with each other. All right, let's adhere this down. And I know this one, believe it or not, we're not going to do any flowers for. Could you? Absolutely. Now remember, do not adhere this, right? Don't add anything there. That's going to go off the page. That's kind of our really pretty interactive piece. Bringing that closer, I'm going to line it up with these 2 here. Again, making sure that my fold is going to be just right. So I'm going to open it up and make sure it's lined up. See, looks great from the back. Once we're happy, we're going to press that down. We're going to then bring in the next piece. I didn't ink that at the top, did I? If I did, I missed. How's that? There we go. Okay. We're going to pop this one in there, again, making sure that it can fold without any issues. If you need to trim it down just a little more, you most certainly can. All right, here is card number 2. Again, I'm going to make sure it folds. And it does. It's perfect. It's not interfering at all with my fold. Then we're going to pop this one in. Again, at any time that you feel like anything should become a pocket or a flip, you can do that as well. Because one of the greatest joys is as a album creator or a junk journaler or any kind of an album, you know, that you make, photo albums, even 12 by 12 layouts, right? I'm just going to make sure it's lined up here nicely because I'm not too worried about this piece here. That obviously folds, and we're going to cover that. One of the greatest things is being able to have some fun interactive features for your creations. And again, you can take a look at it, see, decide which side you like. I want to have some contrast here. Now, this is a pocket, so I'm checking there is text here. So I'm just going to adhere it on 3 sides, the top, the left-hand side, and the bottom. Making sure I come all the way to the corner there. This is going to get put on here. Again, making sure I am not only lined up, but that my fold is going to be a-okay. I'm going to test it, make sure it's good, line it up, and we now have a cool little tuck spot that is hidden away, revealed photos when we are ready. And again, we can do some cool stuff here. Now, sentiment, we can add sentiments. Now, I decided to use my reindeer here, which of course kind of eliminated my space for my sentiment. So I gotta look and see which one I might be able to trim down. I think this one might be good. And I have to think narrow, so it can't be wide, right? Now, if you're not doing your pocket on this side, you have all the room in the world to play with. But if not, let's take a look and see. A narrow one. This one's kind of cool. Have a very Merry Christmas is also lovely. Here are some really tiny, skinny ones. Oh, these might be perfect. This is only about 1.5 inches, and we have 3 inches, right? So I think that's perfect, but I think we're going to have to trim it because, well, it doesn't matter if it goes over the reindeer, but it does matter if it's too wide this way. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to try and find, I can see the line. I want to try and cut this out of here. Okay. I can see the line down there. Okay, I'm going to free that up. And again, see, because the sticker is longer than what I need, I don't need that to be near my fold line. Again, it doesn't matter if it's too perfect because it is going to. Okay, so I'm just taking a look. Yeah, that looks great. And we can even cut it if you want to do like wishing you blah, 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 and then our maid and move it down here. You can just trim this off and move our maid right here. And then this is going to be a little harder because I've cut off. So keep in mind that you can trim these. All right, let's see if I can get this on straight without putting my head all over the camera. There we go. Beautiful. Wishing you a Christmas where love is shared and memories are made. Awesome. All right. I hope you had fun making that one. Of course, as you kind of use your bone folder, this is going to behave for you. It's paper, so eventually it will create a really nice fold and flatten over time, especially if you're putting it in a journal or in an envelope. But already we can see it's almost flat. Now, of course, we do what? We come back in and do all of our beautiful decorating. If you do feel like you want to add additional what do you call those? Pieces to it, you can come in with your corners. Those are lovely, right? You can do one here at the top, one here at the bottom. Look how elegant that looks. I kind of like that. You can also come in with snowflakes, right? Use pop dots and use some snowflakes to kind of give it some dimension. You even have this super cool little bell that you can dangle from the top as well, or maybe focus more on the bottom and add a gingy. Super cute. So, or if you want, you can still use flowers. That's up to you. But I think I'm going to stick with those corners because I think they kind of look pretty amazing. Do they not? I think so. I'm going to ink these up real quick, just a little bit. Not too much, but we don't want it to just stand out way too much. And I might even tone down a little bit of that white. Again, I'm just barely, it's just whatever is on my inker. Just so it's not stark white. It's more of that, you know, off-white color. And you can see, very minimal effect. But you can see how this is straight up white and this is just a little bit muted. Do that, oops, do that on this one as well. Just whatever is left on my ink tool and sponge. Corners down. And if you want to bring in some gold to accent them, such as your, oh yeah, we could do some embossing, gold embossing powder, right? That would be nice. We can also do our splatters. There's all kinds of stuff that we can do to really make that pop. It almost looks like it's gilded. But again, see, it's just a matter of fun. Put some stuff on here. See what you like. Layer it up. You know, it doesn't have to be flat if you do not want it to be. Don't forget your gel pen, your glaze pen for those white little areas on the pine cones to really make them also pop and look embossed and dimensional. You can add glitter. You can come in with your gold and simply add some to the little bits. You can do glossy accents on the flame so they look like they're actually flickering and wet. And we are done with that card. I hope you guys have enjoyed that one. Let's go ahead and clean up a bit and move on to the next card. I'm gonna, of course, once again, if you're watching this and you've jumped in here, there's a playlist in the description box, which is going to have all the other cards. You can watch them in order or out of order because I'm making them each a separate individual video. Okay, like short little videos so you can watch them and continue to work with this line. Okay, I'm going to see you in the next card. In the meantime, we hope that you're getting plenty of inspiration and ideas and you're enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget that we are doing giveaways for comments. So once the video reaches 20 comments, we will be doing gift card giveaways. So please make sure you give it a like, leave a comment, and of course, share it with your crafty friends and other platforms. All of the items you've seen here, plus thousands upon thousands more, are available in our online stores. So please make sure you check out spectrumartcreations.com or our Etsy store, which is also by the name of Spectrum Art Creations. We so appreciate your support to our small business. Also, make sure you join us right here on this channel for our live sales. That's right. Right here, we go live and we show you product. You can buy the product on the spot and chat live. So make sure that you have subscribed to the channel and that you have rang that notification bell so that you know whenever we are live. Aside from all that, we also do all kinds of tutorials, classes, craft along. We have product alerts, and of course, as I mentioned, challenges and giveaways. So we certainly hope that you will join the channel for that as well. Now, I'm going to leave the next video here so that you can continue to get some more inspiration, ideas, and of course, craft along with us. I'll see you there.